Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Abby and I'm back with another video. In today's video we are going to be talking about fear. It's something that we all deal with and we are all struggling, or at least I struggle to navigate through. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, I want to read you guys a little something about fear that I have found extremely helpful to me. Now, before you guys ask where I got this passage from or what book it was from, I don't really know, because this was from years ago when I just stumbled in Indigo and was like flipping through a whole bunch of books, and like these were just, I used to take pictures of the books that I was reading, and so I don't have the title and I don't have any information, but it was in the Christian section, so I don't know. I'll try and find it, but yeah, it is something that's super powerful and that has guided my life, so I hope you enjoy. We'll get into it. When fear shapes our lives, safety becomes our God. When safety becomes our God, we worship the risk-free life. Can the safety lover do anything great? Can the risk-adverse accomplish noble deeds? For God, for others? No. The fear-filled cannot love deeply. Love is risky. They cannot give to the poor. Benevolence has no guarantee of return. The fear-filled cannot dream wildly. What if their dreams sputter and fall from the sky? The worship of safety emasculates greatness. No wonder Jesus wages such a war against fear. What is fear? There is constant back and forth between real and perceived fear. Some people say fear is how humanity has survived on an evolutionary perspective. So today, this is what I want to discuss with you guys. I want to unpack what fear really is and how it's impacting our daily lives. Our daily lives in a society where we're no longer running away from instant danger like we were in the caveman times. How does fear affect our lives today, and how do we navigate through real versus perceived fear? I found a definition from verywellmind.com that describes fear in two reactions: emotional reaction and a biochemical reaction. Fear is a natural emotion and survival mechanism. When we confront a perceived threat, our body responds in specific ways. Physical reactions to fear include sweating, increased heart rate, high adrenaline levels that make us extremely alert. The physical response is also known as fight or flight response, where our body prepares itself to either enter combat with the threat, so fight that combat, or fight that threat, or run away from it, run away from the threat. This biochemical reaction is likely an evolutionary development. It's an automatic response that is crucial to survival. So with this definition, we can understand that there is a biological response that happens when we are faced with a threat. So let's say caveman times, when we're in the jungle and we see a tiger, our body automatically has a response. Our adrenaline is pumped up, our heart rate is beating so that it can pump the blood to all the places that we need so that our body can run fast away, right? With this definition of fear, we can understand that fear is a real thing. What I want to get into today is what happens when there isn't actually a threat. What happens when we perceive something to be threatening based on our past experiences, based on our doubts, based on our insecurities? How do we navigate through those fears? So maybe we didn't have the best friend group and we got burned by them, or we were in a toxic relationship and now we think all relationships and all friendships are going to do the same thing. So we all have fears based on our past experiences, based on things that we have been taught. Some of us have been taught to be afraid of people, of things, and it's just something that's now ingrained in the way that we operate and the way that we see life. Some of us have ingrained what people have said about us, that we'll never be good enough, that we should never speak our mind because no one will ever understand, that we should just stay quiet and be invisible. So when we come across perceived threats like speaking our mind or trying something new or getting in a new relationship, getting in a new friendship, we take our past experiences and we project them on these new experiences. So when we come across a perceived threat like speaking our mind, being vulnerable, or trying something new, our brain tries to protect ourselves. It goes, You'll never be understood. They'll never hear you. There's no point of speaking your mind. There's no point of being vulnerable. They'll take advantage of you. They'll hurt you. You'll look stupid doing that new thing. There's no point. It's not worth it. These are the things that our brain constantly tells us. And it's because it's trying to protect us. It experienced the negative experience in the past and it doesn't want us to experience it in the future. And so it tells us all these things like beware, beware, beware. This is what happened last time. You don't want to get into that same situation. You don't want to feel that same pain. This is what I like to call survival mode of the brain. The brain is in complete survival mode. It's holding on to anything that it can to stay away from that danger that it experienced in the past. The brain is in constant fight or flight. It perceives everything it's been told as a threat, leaving us crippled with fear. How can we ever change the trajectory of our life unless we make a shift from fear to presence? Being present simply means being in the now, judging threats based on what is currently here. What can we see right now, and how can I base judgment on what is actually here, not on my past experiences, not on what I've been taught or told. What is the threat that is physically here right now? Take a second to be present. List 3 things in your life right now that you are grateful for. I'll go first. I am so very grateful for the joy and happiness I have in my life today. I am so very grateful that I am no longer in the situation that I was in months ago. I am grateful for my freedom. I am grateful for my ability to just be myself every single day. I am grateful for my loved ones, my family and my friends that are the real reason I put a smile on my face. They are the ones that remind me that I am so very, very loved, and so I am so grateful for them. When we take a moment to center ourselves in gratitude, we come to the present. When we list things that we're grateful for, we become aware of the things that are around us. Yes, life might be tough right now. Yes, we might be going through something really horrible and really painful, but we have things that we can be grateful for, and we have things around us that are still good. I use practicing gratitude as a practice of filling my space and filling my energy with positivity. When I list the things that I'm currently grateful for, I'm reminded that I'm never alone. I'm reminded that even though it might be a really dark time and it might be a really painful season of my life, there's still good things around me, and there's still good things, still amazing things that I can be grateful for. Life is still flourishing around me, and so it encourages me that the pain will pass, the storm will pass, greater days are coming. Gratitude is really how we fill our energy with positivity, and I really do believe that positivity, light energy, joy, laughter, these are the things that carry us through life. These are the things that allow us to move through pain, move through suffering, and get to a better place ultimately. So take some time to list the things that you are grateful for. The attitude should always be gratitude. Try your best. I know that times are tough, but we can make it through, and we can make it through by practicing gratitude. Okay, so my final point on fear is that overcoming our fears is an intentional practice. It requires patience, perseverance, and time. So it's important to start small. Maybe take the time to just sit still with yourself and try to acknowledge what areas in your life you have been operating in fear. What are those deep and ingrained fears you have that you are maybe subconsciously acting on? Take some time, maybe a couple days or weeks or whatever it is, or just live your life normally, but be more conscious and more aware of your interactions with people. Are your interactions based on the present moment, or are they based on fear? Are they based on past experiences or fears of future experiences? Remember to not get sucked into what-if situations. A lot of times we defend our fears by saying, well, what if this happened? Well, what if that? It's possible if this could happen. And really, that is our brain still operating on survival mode, right? It's trying to give us an out of like, well, this could happen. You should be afraid. this could happen and that could happen. So when you're trying to be more conscious and more mindful of your fears and the areas you're operating in fear, just remember that those what if statements are usually related to our fear. So maybe that can actually be an indicator of, like, if you find yourself thinking, well, what if, maybe backtrack and see where that what if, or what that what if is related to. Maybe that's a fear that you need to work on. Maybe that's something we need to like clear out so that we can be more present in the moment. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. I know for me, I have lived my life through fear for many years, and I still do. I still struggle with being present and just trusting God and having faith in His plan for my life. And that's really what overcoming our fear is. It's letting go of the fear and walking into faith. And faith is a practice as well. It's an intentional practice as well. So maybe we can talk about that in another video. But that is it for today. I invite you guys to like and comment. Let me know your experiences with fear, how you have dealt with your fears, or what you're currently working through. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And a big thank you to everyone who made it this far in the video. I appreciate you guys so much. And also, if you are someone that is watching this video from TikTok, I want to say thank you so much. I'm definitely growing a big following on TikTok, and it's just so lovely to like see all of your comments on TikTok and see how you guys are engaging with the videos. I wanted to make videos, these short clips of encouragement and I guess you could say empowerment, for a very long time, but I didn't necessarily have the confidence to do it, and so I'm just kind of like forcing myself to push through, and it genuinely is like very joyful and very enjoyable for me to make these those videos, the TikTok videos. So if you are here from TikTok, thank you. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you being in my community. I love you guys so much. You guys are all so kind and warm. I cannot wait for the community that we are building here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.